Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to check the video out. Much appreciated. Today I got a special treat for you guys. We're back in Bait Works in Springfield, Missouri again, and I have found that it's the #1 megabass selection I've ever seen at a tackle store. I've never seen anything like this my entire life. I'm going to take you guys through the whole store here, show you what they got, show you a bunch of this stuff I've never even seen. I've been with Megabass for over 30 years, and they've got stuff in here I've never even seen. So come on, let me show you what they got. Okay, starting out, we got the Megabass Vision 110. This is the flagship of the Megabass line. It's been around for a long time. My favorite bait that they make. Wide selection. They got a bunch of different colors down here that I've never even seen. Like, you know, this right here, I've never even seen this color here. I'm not even sure where they get it at. I think a lot of this stuff comes straight from Japan. But if you're a Megabass fan on the Vision 110, the color selection they have here at Bait Works is just never seen anything like it. Moving over here, they've got the Megabass Diamante, walking type topwater. If you guys like to fish like a Zara spook, this is a great bait. They'll duplicate that. It's got a little bit narrower action side to side. It's really good in a warmer water conditions. Megabass Vibration X Ultra, biggest bag of fish, guys, I ever caught in my entire career. Lake Murray, FLW practicing for it. I had a 5-fish limit that weighed 37 pounds on this bait in practice. This is a killer in pre-spawn right here. Right here, flat side, this is the Megabass Sonic side, flat side crankbait, really good in super cold water or super hot water. It's one of my favorite baits for cranking riprap, whether it's in the pre-spawn or the summer. Love that bait there. Megabass S crank. This is the one that we took forever to design. We spent 2 years designing the prototype for this bait. Square bill crankbait. It's got a fairly tight wobble as far as for a square bill. Attention to detail, absolutely killer square bill crankbait. Got a wide selection of them here. And guys, this is the new hot thing right here. Bait Works has got the good selection of the Megabass Knuckle. They've got the Knuckle, and they've also got the Knuckle Junior down here. This is sort of one of those secret deals. Square lip crankbait, circuit board, just a real finessey crankbait like here. This is one of those baits, like I said, a lot of people are using. They're not talking about it. Big selection. I've never seen such a selection as they have here. Megabass Pop Max, Pop X. These are 2 chugger type things, been around for a long time. Really good summertime bait. Guys, the time that I've ripped them on this thing is if you got a lake that has boat docks with a lot of seawalls or riprap, early in the morning, late in the evening, Pop X, Pop Max is just a killer. Back over here, getting us some crankbaits. Got the Deep X 100 LBO. This is a really good mid-range crankbait. It'll get down, you know, into that 10 to 12 foot range. Sort of a finessey deep diver. Just a really versatile crankbait for a lot of different situations. Got the Deep X 300. This is one of my favorite baits for summertime smallmouth fishing. Guys, I have wrecked them at Lake St. Clair on this Deep X 300 up there. It's a really good bait. And then you got some bigger ones here. These are the Deep 6. If you guys like deep cranking, the Deep 6 is a 20-foot class crankbait. Really good for that deep summer cranking. It's got a fairly tight action. I know a lot of guys, if you live in California, a lot of guys that fish Clear Lake really love this Megabass Deep 6 out there. Okay, moving around here. Another big selection of Megabass Deep 6s, just a wide range of colors here they got for them. Getting on this side, they got 2 different sides. There's no telling how much stock and inventory here is. I've never seen anything like this. This is a Big M 2.0. This is a Magnum Crankbait. You call it a square bill. It sort of works like a square bill. But even though this thing's got a shallow lip on it, these Big M 4.0s, they will run 8 to 10 foot deep. A lot of guys catch a lot of big fish, like cranking ledges, like the TVA lakes down there. It's sort of a bait that even though it's a square lip, it'll get down deep. It's a big bait, it's 4 inches long, definitely a big fish lure. And then the same with the Big M 7.5. This is the same body type with the big lip. Will dive over 20 foot deep. I'd throw this bait on a flipping stick, power cranking it on, you know, point ends and sides, ledges and drop offs. Just a killer for that. Okay, then we got some of the real off the wall stuff. This is for if you're big bass hunting. Megabass Battle Lion. This is sort of a perch imitator. Works like a glide bait, like a swim bait, jointed. Thing looks incredible in the water. Definitely will get you a big bite. And right here, the Mega Dog. Magnum Topwater. This thing is going to be like a giant Zara spook. This is the thing that's going to get you a big bite. I know a lot of guys that striper fish, they rip the stripers on these Mega Dogs here. Thing looks incredible in the water, man. It walks really hard side to side. Okay, guys, here's one of my favorite lure categories that Megabass makes. This is the glide baits they make. They got the Megabass iSlide 135 here. Different varieties on it. Just an awesome glide bait. Got the little bit bigger size, the Megabass 185 iSlide, and then they've got the Megabass 262T glide bait. This is the bait right here, the exact one. Oliver and I won the Big Bass Bash at Lake of the Ozarks 2 years ago on this bait. Won $100,000 up there on it. So they will hit it on just man-made reservoirs. Giants will hit the thing. So these glide baits, second to none, just an incredible selection. Again, Megabass LBO2. This is a real finessey crankbait, another real good bait around riprap, rocky banks, that type of stuff. Finessey type crankbait. Megabass iLoud. This here is like a wake bait, good topwater bait. Just makes a wide side to side motion, a little bit of a rattle, makes a good wake in the water. Oh man, they just got so many good colors. Dyna response, guys. This thing right here, this is like, it's a modern version of the blade bait, or like the Little George, Sonics, that type of stuff. I've smoked them at Table Rock Lake all last winter on this thing, throwing it out off those main lake points and just vertical jigging it up off the bottom. It's just a really good shad imitator. This is one of my top choices for fishing really, really cold water. Megabass Dyna response. Here's my favorite, one of my favorite jerkbaits Megabass makes, the X80 Trick Darter. This thing's been around a long time. It's a finesse jerkbait. Even though it's a finesse jerkbait, it catches big ones. You guys know that I fish Table Rock a lot. Biggest bass I've ever caught on Table Rock, 9 pounds 13 ounces on the Megabass X80. It will catch giants. Got a good selection of that. More jerkbaits over here. Got the Megabass 110+1 Junior. Fairly new bait that came out last year, just a downsized version of the 110. Got the 110+1 Junior, which is the deeper lip version of it. And then you got different 110+1s and 110+2s to get down into that 10 to 12 foot range. So it's just everything, man. I've just never seen this much stock inside of a physical store. Different, again, different colors of that. You got the big Kanata here. This is the Magnum Jerkbait they make. This is the largest jerkbait Megabass makes. Guys are ripping it up, the smallmouth up north on it. Even though you wouldn't think a smallmouth would hit it, this is a big secret, guys, for all those northern lakes, the Great Lakes, Lake Champlain, Lake St. Clair. They catch a lot of big smallmouth on this Kanata up there. And then the Ito Shiner. The Ito Shiner, this is another larger size jerkbait Megabass makes. It's got an aggressive action. It's got a really hard side-to-side pull on it. It's really good when those fish are in an aggressive mood. Catches a lot of big ones. And then finally on the back side here, got some stuff I've never seen before. We got the Megabass Giant Dog X. This bait's been around over 20 years. It's a finesse topwater. Really good on a calm condition. If you got like tough fishing conditions, not much wind, Giant Dog X is a great walking topwater. These two baits here, guys, the Batrix and the Gong, these things are impossible to find. I didn't even know Megabass made these, and for Baitworks to have these in stocks, pretty impressive. These come from Japan. They're very, very seldom available in the United States. Really cool looking deal there. Here's another one. I'm with Megabass. I didn't even know they had this. Megabass Magnum X80. I cannot wait to try this. I mean, I know how good the X80 is. This is the Magnum version of it. That's going to be something I'm going to have tied on pretty soon. And then finally, we've had a lot of people ask about this. Baitworks has the Megabass replacement hooks that go on their jerkbaits here. Light wire, super stiff. If you guys need the replacement hooks on your jerkbaits, they got them here at Baitworks. So let's go and take a look at the rod section. Okay guys, here's the Baitworks rod selection they got, the Megabass shelf they got here. They got the Levante rod. This rod right here is the one I've been going to a lot in my fishing. This has under $200 price point on it. Got a wide variety of actions. Super light, just a super great feeling rod. Got anything that you would want as far as your actions goes. On the back side here, they've got a selection of the Megabass Destroyer. This is a little bit higher price point. Again, the attention to detail, second to none. Titanium guides, super light. Just doesn't even feel like you have anything in your hand. Wide selection of different actions here, the Destroyer and the Diamante. These things are super hard to find. There are very few physical tackle stores in the country that carry this. So check them out. You can go online here at Baitworks and check out all the different actions they have. So let's go look finally at the soft plastic swim baits here. Okay guys, this is rapidly becoming one of the sort of the favorites of a lot of anglers across the country. It's the Megabass line of swim baits. They've got a wide range, different profiles, different sizes. I'll sort of go through them. This guys, a lot of people probably haven't fished this. This is the Mag Slow. If you guys fish the Mag Draft, everybody knows the Megabass Mag Draft is one of the top swim baits in the country. The Mag Slow is very similar to the Megabass Mag Draft, except it's designed to reel a little bit slower. It's got the feather on it for an extra attractant on there. Just sort of gives those bass a different look. Got a wide range of different color variations here. Here's one of my favorite walls that they have, the Megabass Dark Sleeper, guys. This bait is freaking money right here. I'm telling you, this Dark Sleeper, even though it's on the swim bait line, I don't consider it a swim bait. I consider it like a plastic jig. I fish this bait just like a jig. I throw it out there, I hop it off the bottom, keel weighted on the bottom. It's just a great bait all year long. I catch bass all over the country all year long on the Megabass Dark Sleeper. Awesome bait. They got the Okashira screw head. This is another one of those little secret deals of the pros. Put a little swim bait on there. It's got a little propeller on it. If you're fishing a swim bait in a little bit more off-colored water, like that, say that 2 to 3 foot visibility, the screw head, Okashira screw head is an excellent technique to use. I like to fish it around boat docks, rocky banks, and points. They also got the Okashira head that you can put on there. Here's the Hasindong Shad, guys. This is like, the Hasindong Shads they're the most lifelike looking swim bait I've ever seen. They've got different sizes. They got 3 and 4 inch size, different colors. I fish this on a drop shot. I'll nose hook the head of it. I'll fish it on the Okashira head at the same time. You can fish it on a small Alabama rig. Same with the 4 inch size here. You can fish it on a jig head. You can fish it on an Alabama rig. You could fish it weedless. A lot of different varieties to that. But the Megabass Hasindong Shad, awesome swim bait. Spark Shad here. This is one of the favorite, most popular swim baits in the country, guys. Match it up with that Okashira jig head or the Okashira screw head. It's just a great bait. What I like to do a lot of times is I'll even cut it down maybe 1/4 of an inch, make it a real small shad profile. Put that 1/8 ounce Okashira head on it, fishing it around those main lake points for suspended bass, really good. It's also really good on an Alabama rig, same with the 4 inch size. Megabass makes a head, also called the Body Balance. It's designed exactly for the Spark Shad. That works pretty good there too. And finally, our last thing here is the Megabass Mag Draft. If you guys saw the show that Johnny Schultz and I did on Fish the Moment, we did a Mag Draft challenge, caught a bunch of big ones on it. If you guys have watched Chris Zaldane much, you've seen he wrecks them on the Megabass Mag Draft. One of the most versatile, popular swim baits in the United States. Catch them all year long on it, catches big ones, lots of different sizes. They got the 6, they got the 8 inch and the 10 inch version, a lot of different color options, and biggest selection I've ever seen at a tackle store. So anyway, guys, here it is. Baitworks, Springfield, Missouri. You can go online, check this stuff out. If you're in Springfield, Missouri, come by and check out the physical store. The largest selection of Megabass products I've ever seen in any physical tackle store. I've been all over the country. I've never seen this type of a selection. If you guys are interested in some of this stuff, I'll include the Baitworks links you can use to order it. If you'd like to use that link, it really helps out the channel here. We get a small percentage of those sales. So check it out. If you're a Megabass fan like I am, you'll really like to see what they got here. And thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. See ya.